In this video, we'll review Verizon PTT Plus remote monitoring capabilities in the PTT Plus dispatch solution. These features are available to dispatchers on the Verizon Group Command package and are based on 3GPP standards for mission-critical push-to-talk. In addition to having the Group Command package, the dispatcher's permissions must be appropriately set for each feature by the Verizon PTT Plus admin through the Enterprise Contact Management Tool, also known as ECM. These permissions are based on the target user and may vary per user. When a dispatcher does not have the appropriate remote monitoring permissions, the options for those features will not appear in the dispatch application. Let's start with the centerpiece of remote monitoring, the user check function. This gives the dispatcher important information about the mobile PTT Plus user, including their current location address and device status, including battery strength and signal strength for Wi-Fi and LTE. You can also view that user's device information, including make, model, and operating system. You can even tell what user mode the person is currently using to better understand what features are available to them. A potential use case for the user check feature is with a mobile PTT Plus user who isn't responding to calls. Having the opportunity to review the user's location along with device stats allows the dispatcher to assess the situation and decide if additional actions are needed. That's where ambient and discrete listening can be useful. A remote monitoring listening function is called discrete listening. This allows you to listen to the target user's PTT Plus calls. There are a couple of different ways to initiate discrete listening in the PTT Plus dispatch solution. The most common way to do this is through the user check window. Click on this chevron icon in the upper right of the window and select Discrete Listen. With this remote supervision capability, a dispatcher can also initiate an emergency call on behalf of someone else when warranted. For example, a user might have become unresponsive, and through a user check, the dispatcher sees that the person isn't where he or she is supposed to be. To initiate an emergency call for this active user, go to the Contacts screen and right-click on the contact that you want to declare an emergency for. You'll see the Start an Emergency option at the bottom of the drop-down menu. The dispatch application will ask you to confirm this action before the emergency call is initiated. Note that you'll now see that an emergency has been declared for this user in the user check window, and there are a couple of places where the dispatcher can cancel that emergency. The final remote monitoring feature we'll cover is the dispatcher's ability to disable the Verizon PTT Plus app on a mobile user's device. This may make sense if a user's device was lost or stolen. To disable Verizon PTT Plus on a user's device, select that user in the Contacts pane, right-click, and select Disable from the drop-down menu. The dispatcher can re-enable Verizon PTT Plus on that user's device in the same way. In fact, right-clicking on a contact with disabled PTT Plus will only provide you with the option to enable the user. Together, these remote monitoring features help the dispatcher keep track of mobile PTT Plus users and keep them safe. Thanks for taking the time to learn about a dispatcher's remote monitoring capabilities in the Verizon PTT Plus dispatch solution.